Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we discuss the Eagles and Dolphins first joint practice, and I ain't gonna lie, the day really went to the Dolphins, although the Eagles did some good stuff individually, but we gotta get to this breaking news. Howie Roseman stay making moves. Schefter reports, Eagles are sending safety Ugo Amadi to the Tennessee Titans for a 2024 late round pick. Interesting.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking Sixers in the Bird Gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today we got so much to get into, the practice itself and some breaking news. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, continue showing why you're the best team fan base in the building and hit that like button for your boy. Subscribe if you are new. Ding the bell so you know when I drop these videos or go live. Listen, we got some links in the description. One for Philly sport trips. Do you want to come to Washington from Philly or the ABE? Look in the link, click the respected one, and figure out what you like. A couple packages. It is beautiful. Also, there's a link in the description where we can talk Eagles 24/7. We've been doing that today, talking about Tua, talking about Hurts, talking about big play Slay. Click the link, sign up. It's free. It's like Discord, but it's better. For only iPhone users, but it is coming to Android. Stay tuned for that announcement. Now let's get to Adam Schefter's announcement. And like I said in the beginning, the Eagles are trading the safety they just got. So let's put this in perspective via Adam Schefter first. Trade. Eagles are sending safety Ugo Amadi, whom they recently acquired from Seattle in a previous trade, to the Tennessee Titans in a deal involving a late 2024 draft pick per source. 2024 draft picks with an S. Now listen, it might be a fifth and a sixth, it might be a fifth and a seventh, but at the end of the day, the Eagles have been able to turn fifth and sixth round picks into some gems. Think about Jordan Mailata, think about Quez Watkins. All were picked after the fifth round. And it's not for the 2023 draft, it's for 2024. That is the Eagles just continuing to acquire picks unless things got to get moved around or we got to make a trade for another player down the stretch. But it ultimately means J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who absolutely did nothing for this franchise except for cover a fumble in the touchdown, shout out to him. This guy was traded for multiple picks. Think about how Howie moves. What he does today doesn't mean it's for today. He be setting it up for the future. And so Whiteside couldn't get multiple picks, even if they're fifth and sixth or seventh. Whiteside couldn't get that. But the Tennessee Titans, possibly needing some safety depth, liking what he can do, I guess versatility, playing a nickel or the safety, picked him up for future late round picks with an S. Shout out to my guy Howie Roseman, continuing to put in that work. And, man, he has had a great back-to-back season with inquiring people, contracts, and the draft. Yes, the 2020 and 2021 draft looks to be beautiful. Now, we will discuss Jalen Hurts and the offense for sure. We will. However, I want to go to what a lot of people have been talking about today, and I posted this on my TikTok. Follow me on TikTok at Philly Talk Podcast. Look, Slay does get beat. Initially, we're talking about Tyreek Hill, first of all, one of the fastest and lethal weapons in the game when it comes to one-on-one that is out there. However, Slay does get beat. Hill gets a step on Slay, but the ball was underthrown. So, yes, you can say Hill beat him in general, but Slay, showing his speed, kind of staying with them, behind him a little bit, but in a spot that you can make a play on the ball, he steps on Hill's foot, and then he pulls a hammy, or he does something. I don't want to say what he got, but look at the play here. Again, Slay steps on him, comes back, but then doesn't show up for 11 on 11s. And again, you can simply see that Hill had a step on Darius Slay. No doubt about it. But it's when Darius Slay steps on his feet that he fully gets burnt and falls out of the play, and it is what it is. That pass was underthrown. He don't step on him. That's a PBU all day, every day for sure. But it is what it is, right? We've been making fun of Trayvon Diggs getting beat by Semi Fuwoko. Who is that? The wide receiver for the Cowboys, 10th string wide receiver, beating Trayvon Diggs in one-on-ones. He's not Tyreek Hill. And then he don't even realize where he is. The ball gets thrown right at his head, and he's not even looking. Keenan Allen caught the ball right next to him. The dude was not paying attention. So Dallas fans are having fun with this Tyreek Hill big play slate thing. But look, there was good things that happened. Look at Devonta Smith go up and get this ball. And I know the first thing that people are going to say, Jalen Hurts underthrew him. This was Jalen Hurts underthrowing Devonta Smith. He was open. Look at the separation. This is an 11-on-11s. He's burning the defender, but look at the catch. Look at the flag come in late. This is Devonta Smith one-on-one with a Miami Dolphin defender. Jalen Hurts realizes it. He was getting pressured, though. He had to avoid pressure and lob it up. It was underthrown. That's why Devonta had to come back, and that's why it was DPI. But even with it being a defensive pass interference, Devonta Smith is stronger than people think. He's little, he's slim, he ain't going to come back and fight for the ball. Well, we saw it in the Broncos game when he went up and bullied Patrick Surtain. And now one-on-one, the separation is there. If Hurts put this on the money, that's a touchdown. However, Hurts underthrew it a little bit. There was pressure for sure. And we're going to talk about the offensive line's performance today's practice. But you got to love the offense struggling, but still being able to get a big play like this. Devonta just goes up and gets it. And that's why we keep talking about AJ and what Quez is going to do. Devonta Smith has the potential to do whatever he wants. He could be leading the Eagles in yards by the end of the season. Although we love A.J. Brown, he could be the one leading the Philadelphia Eagles in reception or yards. I wouldn't put it past him. Now, since we showed Tyreek Hill beating our best cornerback, Darius Slay, now let's go to A.J. Brown beating their best cornerback. And it doesn't show the whole play. It was captured at the end. But he had separation and gets the tip pass, one-hand catch. And this is over Xavier Howard. But these are one-on-one drills. He clearly gets the step, though. Because here, if you look at that right there, A.J. Brown is further ahead of Xavier Howard than Tyreek Hill is of big play Slay. It's as simple as that. And then he finishes with the tip-tap one-hand catch and runs it in for a touchdown. So there were some good things. Now let's get to Jalen Hurts and let's get to the bad things. And Tua Tagovailoa looked better than Jalen Hurts today. The Miami Dolphins team in general looked better than the Eagles team today. There were some bright spots. You saw A.J. Brown maul someone one-on-one or tip-tap on one-on-one. You saw Devonta go up and get it on 11-on-11s. But we'll talk about it all. But this is Elliott Shore Park's analysis for Jalen Hurts in day 15. He fixes it and says 15 over 14 in the comment section. But 22 of 27, efficient, but 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I didn't think he had a bad day, but mostly all checkdowns, and missed a chance to get a touchdown to Devonta Smith. That was the underthrown ball we talked about. Offensive line play led to checkdowns, in my opinion. I'd give him a C+ or a B-, but the offense overall is worse. Now, look at this right here. Offensive line play made Jalen Hurts check the ball down. If you really look at his tweets, right? There was a tweet right here. Let me pull it up. Here it is. Not a good day for the Eagles offensive line. Hurts has had pressure on him just got sacked. And there was also a holding call. So what he's saying is all day Hurts was on the move. And yes, we have one of the best offensive lines in the game. But it is in Miami. Practice, we're talking about 100-degree weather. We're not used to it. Miami is. We were missing Kelsey. Who knows who sat out on the offensive line. But our offensive line, which is a staple of our team, got worked today. It happens. It's practice. Jalen Hurts has a bad day. Somebody else has a bad day. The offensive line has a bad day. It happens to the best of us. Now, when I look at some other things that transpired, we can talk about the fact of the matter that Dallas Goedert and Kenny G continue to drop some gimmies. Now, Dallas Goedert came back out and made some big plays. No doubt about it. But an easy drop for Dallas Goedert, that's becoming somewhat of a problem. And an easy drop for Kenny G, who's supposed to be our receiving back. Miles Sanders still out. Our receiving back dropping balls. We might have to get a running back. We just might have to get a running back. Now, to bring it to its totality of practice, we're going to talk about Tua kind of lighting up our our defense. Mind you, James Bradbury was limited today. He didn't practice 1v1s, 7-on-7s, or 11-on-11s. Darius Slay, as I said in the video he got beat, Slay steps on him, pulls something. He does come back in and play another 1v1. He gets beat, not like that, but he gets beat again. And then he doesn't return. So 11-on-11s, where Tua was killing us, it was Zach McPherson and Kerry Vincent Jr. Mind you, the Eagles are high on Josh Jobe. But he had his elbow wrapped up. So our starting corners were Kerry Vincent Jr. and Zach McPherson. And they had to guard the Jalen Waddles, the Cedric Wilsons, and the Tyreek Hills. It's just kind of unfair. So shout out to Tua for coming out. A lot of it was checkdowns, but they were able to move the sticks. As the 11-on-11s came, Tua started to throw the ball a little bit more. He was more confident in the fact that his wide receivers were better than our corners. So I ain't going to take nothing away. Tua and the Dolphins won. Hurts, 22 of 27, no touchdowns, but he still was efficient and a lot of checkdowns because the offensive line was getting worked. But I can't criticize this Eagles defense for the simple fact you're missing Slay and Bradbury. Slay left when the 11-on-11s were about to happen, and Bradbury wasn't there because he was limited. Now, I will say this. On the defensive side, since we showed a bright spot on offense, I still want to talk about a bright spot on defense. And the bright spot on defense was, if I can find my tweet, I don't even know if I have it. Anyways, the bright spot on defense was Hassan Reddick again, 2 sacks in 11-on-11s. So as they were getting pressure on us, Gene Phillip, the young pass rusher out of Miami who came to the Miami Dolphins, Hassan Reddick was showing why we signed him in the offseason and getting pressure on Tua and them. So again, we have tomorrow. Let's see how the Eagles adapt. What their offense was doing to our defense with our corners being out was up tempo. So Tua Tagovailoa was getting the ball out fast, and they were going up tempo. Up tempo, ball out fast. Our defense could not handle it today with the heat, losing Slay and not having Bradbury. But just because I hate the Cowboys, and I already see, not here, Cowboy fans talking more about the Slay thing, I had to post this. I had to post this on Twitter. And real quick, Cowboy fans out here excited that Tyreek Hill beat Darius Slay after he stepped on him one-on-one, while their guy is getting beat by the 10th string wide receiver. You could park a car between them, and forgetting to turn around for the ball. And I literally put them both up. It's one video. If I can pull it up, what am I doing? It's one video, and it's what do you call it? A split screen. Look at this. Let's watch this first one first. We already seen it, but look. Look at this. Semi Fuoku. Look at that. You could park a little car in between that. Too easy for him. And then look at this second one. This man does not turn around. Look. Look at him. What? All right. All pro, double-digit interceptions. But there's a reason why you deleted your Twitter. Darius Slay gets hurt and beat, and he doesn't delete his Twitter because he's about that life. And he's going to prove it in 2022. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Until next time, hit that like button for your boy. It's literally free. It's literally easy and it don't cost a thing. Subscribe. We're almost at 24,000. Ring the bell so you can be a part of notification gang. We out.